Okay, this video is about implicit differentiation. Implicit differentiation. Okay. Part one. I will do some more parts for sure, but this part I will start with to explain exactly what do we mean by implicit differentiation. Implicit differentiation. This is part one. Okay. Implicit differentiation part one. Suppose we have equation, quadratic equation, for example, y equal anything like 3x cubed, 3x squared, sorry, it's quadratic I said, minus 2x plus 5. This equation, we call it an explicit equation. Why is that? Because if you give me an x, for example, I can directly find its corresponding value y. We call it explicitly y. If you set for x equal 2, for example, this means y equal 3 into 2 squared minus 2 times 2 plus 5. So it will be 12 minus 4 plus 5. It will be 13. This y equal 13 is explicitly y. This is explicitly y. This equation is an explicit equation. Y equal 3x squared minus 2x plus 5. So, if we have, for example, another equation that relates x and y. For example, y squared, it's not working, okay, y squared plus x squared equal 25. This equation, we call it implicit equation. Why implicit equation? Because if you give me, for example, x equal 3, then what is y? Y squared plus 3 squared equal 25. This implies that y squared equal 25, and we take this 9, which is 3 squared to the other side, minus 9. So y squared equal 16. If y squared equals 16, what is y? The value of y will be either the principal square root, positive square root of 16, or y equal the negative square root of 16. So either y equal 4 or y equal minus 4. What do we say about these? About these two values? These two values, we call them implicit values of y. Have two values. If I give you here x, you directly can find one y, it's explicitly y. If I give you a value of x here, you can get for me two values of y. We call it implicit values of y. Let's take that explicit equation and find its derivative. And we did that at our schools many times, right? It's normal derivative. Explicit derivative is normal derivative. We have to find the derivative of y to the x, which is derivative of this 3x squared minus 2x plus 5 to the x, right? So it is equal to derivative of 3x squared to the x minus, or plus if you want, derivative of minus 2x to the x plus derivative d of 5 to the x, right? Which is equal. This 3 is a constant number, we can take it outside. It's dx squared dx minus 2, it's a constant number, it's dx plus d5 dx, which is equal directly. What is the derivative of x squared? It's 2x times 3, it's 6x, minus derivative of x is 1 times 2, it's 2, and plus 0. because this will be 0. Derivative of a constant number for a variable x is 0. While if we want to derive this equation, x squared plus y squared, or y squared plus x squared, that we had up, equal 25. Okay, we do what? This equation is implicitly defined function. Implicitly defined function. So it's an implicit function. This function here, or this equation here, is implicitly defined. And this is what our video about, how to derive the implicit equation or the implicit defined function. Okay, we derive both sides, right? D of y squared plus x squared to the x is d of 25 also to the x. Alright, here we have, let's say we have function y equal u plus v. How to derive it, how to find its derivative? It's u prime plus v prime. So the derivative is for each term by itself. So here we can say it's dy squared over dx plus dx squared over dx equal 0, because this is a constant number, its derivative is equal to 0. So what is derivative of y squared dx? It's derivative of y squared. Let's say y equal u to the power m. What is its derivative? It's m times u power m minus 1. And don't forget, we have to derive the function u also by itself. Okay, so if we have the y equal the function y, or the function u equal y squared instead of y power m. Let's say it's y squared. What is its derivative? What is its derivative? It's m, which is 2, y to the power m minus 1, which is 1, times the derivative of y, which is y prime, the derivative of the function. So 2y, y prime. Here the same. So we can say it is 2y, y prime, or times dy to the x. This is y prime. This is the definition of y prime, right? Plus, what is the derivative of x squared? It's 2x, and it is equal to 0. This means, by other words, 2y. We want to find the derivative, the first derivative. So we want to find dy to the x. It is equal. This we take it to the other side. It will be minus 2x, and we divide by 2y. So finally, we found y prime, which is dy to the x, and which is equal to minus x over y after cancelling the 2, after simplifying the fraction. we can also if you want, substitute y instead of y its value. First we have y squared plus x squared, right? Plus x squared equal 25. This was our equation. This means y squared equals what? 25 minus x squared. So that gives me that y equal either plus or minus radical this value 25 minus x squared, right? We take the condition for sure, but we can substitute the y here. So y prime is equal to minus x over plus or minus radical 25 minus x squared. So we have the derivative now in terms of x if we want to substitute the value of y in it. And end of this video. See you next video.